Hey guys, well, this is a PCOS update. I want to say sorry about my appearance. I was getting ready to go to bed and I checked my emails and I found a couple of people wanting to know about my PCOS. One reoccurring thing is there's a lot of young girls out there finding out that they have it, and I want everyone to know that you're not alone. This is a very, very common disorder, and that for some of you it's easily overcome and for some of you it's not. It just takes conditioning yourself emotionally and physically, and also sticking with a program. It just takes time and patience. So for all of you out there, I just want to say that there is a time and there is a place for everything and everyone. And that's what I tell myself all the time. Because, sometimes it feels like everybody around you is having a baby and you're the only one. It's like every time I pop, my eyes open, somebody was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. And it's like, so one thing I can say is that with this disorder, it really doesn't rate or cause that much turmoil physically, but more so emotionally. You go through the period of feeling inadequate, you go through the stages of jealousy, you go through the stages of depression, you go through periods of confusion, indecisiveness. It's like you go through so much emotionally, and it's really hard for people to understand, because some people, like, if you've had a kid, you don't know what it feels like not to have a kid. So I just want everyone to know that it's a tough thing, and that if you need to talk to someone, please don't bottle your emotions up. If it's that bad, if you can't afford a therapist, I will post my Yahoo Messenger in the sidebar, and if I'm not busy, I will surely take the time out of my day to give to you. Okay? So you do have someone to talk to. Well, now for my updates. I personally am feeling a little weathered. Feeling a little stressed, because my situation does not seem to be getting better. It just seems to be at a very big standstill for me. We've tried metformin. It didn't work. We've tried Clomid, and that's been excluded because I have ovarian cysts, and Clomid causes your cyst to get worse. So that's not an option. So now we're at the point where we're going to have to go through a procedure to get pregnant. And my biggest problem, I went to the RMS, okay, and they basically said that the only thing that they believe will work for me at this time is the IUI. Now, if you watched my previous video on this, I stated about how the insurance companies usually 9 times out of 10 doesn't pay for it. Especially if you have a PPO, you can forget about it. I know in the state of Jersey, if you are a state worker, I believe their insurance pays for it now, but of course I don't work for the state. So I went to RMS, and basically they gave me a financial breakdown and how many doctor's appointments and blah blah blah. And right now the economy is really bad. Like, just keeping up with the bills is enough. So having to come out of my pocket for $5,500 is like a big kick to the gut. And that's not something I want to charge. Like, picking up additional debt for anyone right now is not a very good idea, in my opinion. But I sat through, I tried to crunch the numbers, and for me the best thing to do is save. I don't want to take out loans or anything, or put it on my credit card to get pregnant. But they gave me, I don't know if you can see this. This is a breakdown. It's giving you the doctor's appointments and the ultrasounds, how much it's going to cost and everything. And the in total just for the office is $3,833. Then also you have to take medication to stimulate your ovaries, and that's an additional $5,500, okay? I mean $1,500. So I'm rounding it up and I'm going to say it's $5,500. That's horrible. And the part about it that makes it so horrible is that there's only a 20% chance of conceiving. 20%, ladies. So I know a lot of people who have had to have this procedure multiple times who say, well, that's a $20,000 baby. I can't afford a $20,000 baby. I can afford a $5,500 baby, but not a $20,000. So this is something that is stressing me out right now because I want to do the IUI, but I am afraid that it's not going to work. This is the way I feel right now, okay? There's a building that you have to jump from. This is the building you have to jump from. This is the building you have to jump to. And someone has just told you there's only a 20% chance you're going to make it. Are you going to jump? Because I'm not. Okay. So, I guess really, that's why I want to pay cash for it. I don't want to have to pay interest and go through that whole big thing. And I just really don't want to have to do ongoing payments. I would rather just save the money and get it out the way. So that's what I'm going to start doing starting September 1st. I already set up for it. I went and saw a financial counselor who showed me how to, move my funds around a little bit differently so I can save more. But, excuse me. It's discouraging, but it takes time, and I understand that. So, if anyone needs anything, talk to me. I'm here. Like I said, check the sidebars for my Yahoo Messenger name. So if anyone needs to talk, you can reach me when I'm on my computer. But other than that, I would just like to say time and a place for everything and everyone. And one more thing I want to say, and a lot of you young girls, because there's a lot of young girls sending me messages, think about this. Are you wanting to have a baby because you feel you can't? Or do you want to have a baby because you truly and honestly want one? Can you afford to provide for that child physically, emotionally, financially? Think about it. Because those are some things that you need to take in consideration. Don't feel rushed to run into having a child just because you feel the reins tightening. Because sometimes things are not as bad as they seem. Your PCOS might not be my PCOS. And you might not need to run out and have a baby because there's chances you might not. So, think about it. Food for thought. I love you guys. I love everyone who sends me messages about PCOS. Thank you for anyone who has shared their stories. I will do a video because doing this one, I do see the importance of talking about how PCOS affects you emotionally. Other than that, I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. If anyone needs me, send me a message. Leave me a comment. Bye, lovelies.